rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause you worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium.
Let's go, baby.
And taken successfully. Prescott looks to throw right away. Steps away to his left. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
When the Dallas Cowboys traded Amari Cooper, it was certainly a sign of the faith that they have in Michael Gallup to step up and be that type of weapon across from C.D. Lamb. He hit 1,100 yards back in 2019, but missed half of last year with a pair of injuries. He steps up here and moves the chains.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. This defense for the Rams, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big difference in the ball game, they're going to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Prescott now from the 50. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And this time he is in. Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams. Touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You let them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? How about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We score. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one.
The score time, 7-7.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back in the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Stafford. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing again is Stafford. A quick hitter complete. It's Robinson. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Akers, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Well, you're down there really close, but just 2nd quarter here. What are you doing?
Well, I know that your offense is looking at the sideline saying, let's go for it. But reluctantly, take them off the field and bring out the field goal kicker. A lot of time left in this game. Get 3 points on the board. and go back to work.
Yeah, and you're within striking distance. It's not like you're down 30. On fourth down, Stafford. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is going to be out of bounds, well short of the pylon, and that will be a turnover on downs. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Being chased out left. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop it.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Tolbert. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And 24 yards to gain there, another first down as well. Now Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up.
I don't believe this bullshit.
Down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and that is incomplete.
Continued struggles here in the second quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert 3rd downs and that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford going up top for Kupp. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Maher is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with
trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give here to Pollard. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboys. Touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up.
I don't believe this shit, dog.
The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson, 54 yards. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do.
And a loose football.
I don't believe they
The ball
giving
gets
this
knocked
nigga
free,
the shit.
but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On third down, it's Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Hit. He lost
Look at this shit!
Puts it on the ground. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown.
I don't believe this shit, dog.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
3 fucking fumbles,
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take it. Of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Elliott. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Pollard is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Pollard again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. There was no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
What?
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
The kick by Marr is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 60 yards now on the ground. just 7 carries.
A good run there of right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run left with Pollard. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. First down, and it's Pollard again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the Rams' 9-yard line.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all that's against me.
Motherfucker, don't.
Yes,
you do. That's what
They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
What did you
East
say?
Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch.
Oh, God, that's not what you want
the business. Rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them faces. We want the finer things that's expensive. The hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. But a full chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in the dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spring. And now you got only your dream.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of them that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to get the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
With the business.